It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it is. It is. And I like to get up early. It's just my nature. I don't need an alarm clock. I'm happy to get up early and come watch my puppies playing and see what all they are up to. And then there's feeding them and cleaning up after them from overnight. So that's what's in front of me right now as I'm watching these little puppies play and have fun. Hello, I'm Sean Kantayashi with Saucon Valley Cute and Cuddly Schnauzers and sometimes a surprise schnoodle. Couldn't resist showing you what Huckleberry's puppies are doing at the moment. They say, hey, look, it is still very early in the morning. I don't know why we have to get up so early. We're going to keep sleeping. Okay, but Huckleberry says she's happy to be able to go outside. So here, these puppies did not make much of a mess last night, as you can see. Yeah, you all did a really good job. So every morning we weigh all of the puppies. We're looking to confirm that everyone has gained weight, and we call that thriving. When everybody has gained weight, we say, oh, you're a thriving puppy. Chickie, you're always up first for being weighed. Yeah, you're up first for being weighed, Chickie, because you are the oldest. Chickie is 9 weeks old today. Let's see what this 9-week-old little girl weighs right now. I keep very detailed records on my little puppies, and so this is the sheet for Chickie where I track her weight. And because she's so tiny, I can put her right here in my little tiny puppy scale. Yes, I can put you in my baby puppy scale. And today, Chickie is 1 pound, let's call that 1 pound 13 ounces, sort of popping back and forth. Yes, Chickie. I also have this larger scale that I use for puppies that don't fit into my little makeshift scale here. And you can see, there we go. On this one, it says again that she is 1 pound 13 ounces. So there's little Miss Chickie, 9 weeks old, 1 pound 13 ounces. She is tiny. This is not the normal size of puppies that I produce. She is much smaller. And she's going to be a little girl when she's full grown. She's probably going to be about 6 pounds is my guess. 5-6 pounds. Next up for weighing are the boys. But getting the boys, that's the thing, because they are in nonstop play mode. You'll notice I think that it is Atticus who is under the slide at the moment, and that is Frank who is being very roly-poly in the little play bed there. Did you hear me say your name, Frank? I think so. You know I'm talking to you. Yes. Hi, Atticus. Are you going to come and let me weigh you now? Would you two come over here and let me weigh you? Thank you, Frank and Atticus. This very happy little boy is Frank. Hi, Frank. Look at you with that beautiful tail. Oh, my goodness, you're gorgeous. Yeah. Frank and Atticus and their little brother Jenga are 8 weeks old today. So they would be in a position to be able to go home today if their families wanted them to. They are staying for a little bit of puppy prep school. And the reason I'm having trouble holding my camera still is because I've got the other one in my hand. So they're both 8 weeks old. And today they weigh, both Frank and Atticus weigh 3 pounds, 7.5 ounces at 8 weeks old. Now I'm going to weigh their little brother, Jenga. Look at how red Jenga is. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jenga. Jenga is 2.8 pounds today at 8 weeks old. Hi, Jenga. Oh my goodness, what a fun little guy you are. And this is Editor Sean coming back in after I'm looking at the sequence here, and I wanted to show you that little Mr. Atticus is not always a squirmy little guy. In fact, he's usually really super calm and relaxed. And I've caught them here in nap time, and you can see all of them super sacked out after having played quite a bit. And so just thought I would show you this after the fact. Yeah, and they love little belly rubs, don't you, Penny? You want a little belly rub, Penny? You want a belly rub too? All right, well, back to weighing puppies now. Say, oh, but we're having so much fun. Yeah. Sleeping, nap time. You might ask me why the difference in weight between Frank and Atticus. They're 3.75 pounds, and their little brother Jenga is in essence 1 pound smaller. Why is that? I'm going to say Mother Nature and not something I had anything to do with. Obviously, at this point we can say we know Jenga is going to be likely smaller than Frank and Atticus when he is full grown. I could guesstimate, just guessing, they'll be somewhere between 8 and 10 pounds, maybe the little bit bigger for the little bigger boys, but somewhere in that range, 8 to 10 pounds is a very reasonable expectation because that's what their parents are. And so that range, you might see he might end up being 8 pounds, Jenga might end up being 8 pounds, where the other two might end up being more like 10 pounds. So next up, I do it all by weight. So next up are Oscar and Odin. This is our little Mr. Oscar. He looks so much like his daddy Mocha. Oh my goodness, you are so cute. Look at this little boy. Oscar and Odin are 7 weeks and 3 days old. And you can see here today, Oscar weighs 3 pounds. Well, it's popping back and forth between 3.3 and 3.25. So that's what Oscar weighs today. At 7 weeks and 3 days old, little Mr. Odin here weighs a 3.8, 3.75, bouncing back and forth there, pounds. Hi, Odin. You're such a sweetie. Look at how beautiful and handsome you are. You can see here in my sheet that I track every day, I'm looking at just even a little bit of growth every day. And these two puppies both gained an ounce overnight, and we call that thriving. So little Mr. Odin, you are doing great. Next up are two little girls, Penny and Lola. And they are so funny together, always roly-poly playing. And because of their age, they still nurse from their mommy. So I pull them out of the playpen regularly and let them nurse with mommy so that mommy doesn't have to go into the playpen. These two just play together roly-poly all the time. And you might say, wait a minute, they have a sister. Where is their sister? Well, their sister is Ruby. And Ruby went home with Sienna. That's right. Ruby is going to join Kim and Craig family and be one of their beloved family pets. And Miss Sierra is going to be staying here now. Yeah, that's how that's working. But Ruby is coming back every day in the mornings. Kim drops her off here for puppy prep school. So she joins us and participates in the activities that are going on in puppy prep school. But she got to go home with Sienna and Nestle. Yeah, so let's weigh these two now and see what they weigh. Lola, you are 7 weeks old today. Let's see, what do you weigh? Lola is let's call that Keeps popping back and forth, but let's call that 2.35, Miss Lola. And little Miss Penny today at 7 weeks old, you weigh 2 pounds. Come back here, little girl. We'll call that 2.1.5. 2 pounds, yeah. Sometimes when I'm weighing them, I also just let them have a few minutes to play with my other dogs. And this is great for socialization because the other doggies here, mom doggies, just my dogs that live here in my permanent collection, if you will, love to play with them, and it's great socialization for them. All of the dogs, all of the puppies here in my home get access to playing with lots of other dogs, like Liberty and Honeybee. You can see, very smart. Hey, I think I'm going to go up so Puppy can't get my toy. And little Miss Penny is just giving it to us. She says, hey, I want to play. Hey, Penny. Hi, Penny, Penny, Penny. Every morning I feed puppies, and occasionally I'll make up a mix like this and warm it up to just the right temperature for puppies. It includes foster care, it includes goat milk, colostrum, maybe a squirt of salmon oil. And what I'm doing here is I'm just making certain that all my puppies are getting enough nutrition every day for them to thrive. There is somebody who much prefers to be in playing with the puppies than out playing with the adults. She herself is in that in-between stage. You're in between being a puppy and being an adult, aren't you, Miss Caviar? And you just love being in with those puppies. And you're very good with them. And this is, yeah, it is. It's another example of what we're doing here to make sure that little puppies know how to play well with a wide variety. Yes, a wide variety. That's right. Of other doggies. Hi, Atticus. Hi, Frank. Hello, puppies. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Chickie. Hello, Chickie. Oh, my goodness. Hi. Hi, Odin. Hello, Jinga. Hi, Jinga. Hello, Oscar. Hello, Penny. Hi, Oscar. Yes, I see you. I see you, Oscar. Yes, I do. Look who's over there. Lola. Lola is playing turtle underneath the slide at the moment. She is. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Well, next up for me will include things like cleaning up the playpen. Fortunately, today, Susan will be here. And on the days that Susan is here, I am always very, very happy because we literally take everything out of this playpen. It gets mopped. It gets deep cleaned. And so I'm going to save a little bit of the cleanup here. I'll pick up the poop, but then the rest of it I'll save for a few hours when Susan arrives. Fortunately, Susan does not arrive at 5 a.m. to do this morning routine with me, but she will be here in a couple of hours. Next up for weighing, Huckleberry's puppies. Oh, did you hear me calling you? Did you hear me calling you? Hi, Pippa. Hello, George. Winston. This is Pippa. And Pippa is 1 day shy of 6 weeks old. That's right, you turn 6 weeks old tomorrow, girlfriend. Yeah. And today she weighs 2 pounds, 3.5 ounces, it looks like. You do, Pippa. This is George. And 1 day shy of 6 weeks old. George, you weigh 3 pounds, 4.5 ounces. This is Winston. 1 day shy of 6 weeks old. Winston weighs 2 pounds, 14 ounces. Yes, you're doing so well, Winston. And this little boy we call T. He is going to live in New Jersey. Leslie, this is your puppy. Today, at 1 day shy of 6 weeks old, he weighs 2 pounds. What are you today? Let's see. 2 pounds, let's call that 2 pounds, 13 ounces. Huckleberry, you've been such a good mommy. Yes, you get to go home tomorrow. Your puppies are 6 weeks old. Yes. And they are eating mush and kibble so well, and just little chunky monkey puppies. Yes, you are. So this is what 6-week-old little puppies look like. And I don't keep Huckleberry in with them all the time because, as I said, tomorrow she is going to be going back to her guardian home. She will come back for visits. She lives close enough that it's very easy for her to come and visit. They see my toes here through the gate. You can see how they stick their paws out and their noses out to try to get closer to me. Yeah, I want to get close to you too. Yes. This is Gdiva's puppy, and she is 3 weeks old today. So this is what a 3-week-old little puppy looks like when it gets a lot of food. Now, just because this puppy weighs a lot today does not mean she will grow up to weigh a whole lot more. Nope. In fact, this girl is going to be pretty little, but at the moment she weighs 1 pound 1 pound 8.5 ounces, and she's just thriving as a 3-week-old little puppy. Yes, you are. Look at this beautiful coloring that she has. Such a gorgeous little girl. Gdiva takes such great care of her puppy. She is so interested in her puppy and everything puppy, puppy, puppy. And Gdiva is constantly cleaning her. This area just stays so super clean. I do move Gdiva's puppy regularly whenever Gdiva goes out. I also add in sometimes a puppy from Janny's litter. And so here's a peek at Janny's litter right now. But I think I will save them for their own video and make a special video showing you each one of these puppies and how they are doing. So that will be coming soon. And that's it. Yeah. Burberry, we've showcased, we've shown off all the puppies that we have here in our home today. This is little Miss Burberry. And here's little Dazzle. Hi, Dazzle. So Dazzle, as Sienna and Nestle's puppies are over 8 weeks old, your puppies are going to be arriving sometime next week. The plan for Dazzle's puppies is that it will be perfectly age appropriate to move Gdiva's puppy in with Janny's puppies, and this will become the area where Dazzle and her puppies will be located. Again, probably the end of next week sometime is when her puppies will arrive. But who knows? She could surprise us. That happens sometimes. That window can be a week or so. Tomorrow, when Anne is here, she is going to be grooming you, Miss Dazzle, to get you into your mom cut. Yep. She's also going to be grooming Janny so that Janny is ready to go back to her guardian home. Hi, Liberty. Coming over to say hello to us? Yeah? Hi. For quite some time now, she has been sitting here staring at herself in the reflection. Oh my goodness, I find this so amusing. She sees herself and occasionally she will growl at herself. You are so funny, Miss Caviar. Yes, you are. She cannot seem to get enough of watching herself in the reflection here. This is just a hoot and a half. Here's a little update on Huckleberry's puppies. They are looking through the gate. Hi. Oh my goodness, George. George, that's a lot of noise. Now, it just so happens Mom is standing right here outside the gate. So, of course, they're very eager to see her. So, all right, okay. I'll put her in with you all. Here you go. There's Mom. There you go. I know we miss her when she's out of the playpen, don't we? Yes, we do. Hello. Hello, Winston. Hello, Winston. Yes. Hello. Oh, I know. Hi, Pippa. Hello. Oh my goodness, it's always so fun to see you all roly-polying. And you love to see Mommy. Yes. Is it about nap time for you too? Say, we've been playing for a full hour. Yeah. Penny says, not nap time for me. I want some more play. Penny and Lola just play. Yeah, that's right. I know. And Oscar and Odin are saying, okay, we had enough playing now. We're ready to nap. It's gonna be nap time here soon. I'll probably turn off the lights, put on some nice soft music. Yeah, we like to listen to music, don't we? We'll do some cleanup work. Well, make it a great day today, everybody.